Good day, guys. How you doing today? Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you so much for joining us live on FarmerHub TV once again. I hope you guys enjoyed the festive season, and I hope this new year and pray this new year will bring good tidings to everybody and to all the farmers in watching us. I pray that this year will be better yields and success in all that you do. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Farmer Up TV, your community of farmers where we talk about everything agriculture. And I want to say also thank you for being part of the show all throughout last year. With all our long hours, issues on broadcasting and everything, you guys stayed tuned. Thank you to all the loyal fans and the community as a whole. And to those that are still willing to join us, thank you for watching us live and joining us. And as we come to you today, this is going to be our first interview show for the year. And we do have a wonderful guest on online today who has joined us. And she's someone that we really want to talk to, and in the area of women empowerment. And she's in the name of Mrs Oni I, Helen. So she's a distinguished entrepreneur with proven track records in high value crop and lifestyle production and livestock's production, I mean. And she's a leading performer and high motivated achiever as well. And she's someone that is, someone you would want to talk to. She encourages other women to get into agriculture and also in the area of women empowerment. As you know, as our topic is for today, it's about empowering women and development of women in the area of agriculture. So I'm going to bring our guest today without saying too much. You know how he's done on the show. She's going to come on. She's going to introduce herself a little bit. She's going to talk about what she does, and then we kick it out from there. So thank you once again for joining us. If you do like what we're doing, it's a new year. Don't just watch the show, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification button so that you are able to know when we're bringing stuffs like this to you once again. Good day, man. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and you?
We're fine, thank you. Thank you so very much, and an happy new year to you and the family. I hope you guys had fun during the last festive period.
Yes, we did. Thank you
All
very much.
right. So this is Farmer Up TV, as you know. We talk about everything agriculture, and we are so glad to have you on the show today, especially in our series, Women in Agribusiness, where we talk about how what the wonderful things women are doing. Women have always been there. They are the foundation of a family, and like they say, what a man can do, a woman can do better. I'm a sole believer in that. So thank you so much. I read a little profile that you sent to me, and I was so impressed by what you do. And I was like, oh, definitely, this is someone I want to get to know, someone I want to talk to on the show. So please, can you do us a little do a little introduction of who you are, what you do, and any other thing you want to share with our the Farmer Hub community.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I want to appreciate you for the good job you are doing in promoting agriculture.
Thank you.
So I always tell young people that when we talk of agriculture or agribusiness, it's not only when you go to farm. What you are doing is part of it. By promoting agriculture, making it known to the people, these are what young people can do and be actively involved in agriculture. My name once again is Helen Oni. Proud to be a farmer, and it's amazing to always tell my story. I came into agriculture. I studied food science and technology. after graduating, seeking for job, coming down to Ekiti State, there was no job. There was not anything like an agri or food company that I can work with. So my thinking was, what next to do? But as God will have it, after my wedding, somebody gave me a gift. And guess what the person gave to me of all gifts? Ugu seed. That's
Wow.
pumpkin. Ugu seed. Not even ugu pod, the seed. She tied it
Wow.
inside a nylon and with some things. And I was like, on four things. Why would this person give me ugu seed? What for? Ordinarily, if it were other people, I would have maybe say start thinking or maybe reading spiritual meaning to it. But I got it and I started meditating and praying on it. What do you want me to do with this? What for? And something told me, seed, seed. What do you do with seed? You plant it. Oh, so my mind now, oh, okay, seed, okay. And I planted it at the back of my house. And that was the journey. The ugu grew like wildfire. And I was like, wow, see this tiny ugu, just 2 or 4 that we just got married. How many ugu are we going to eat? The ugu started growing, and that was the journey, the passion, the love that you can plant small something and it will grow big. I was eating, my neighbor were eating, students would come around, cut from it, and that was the journey. From there, I planted tomato, planted pepper at the back of my house. At the time, I planted plantain again, and you know the growth. As I was seeing the thing growing, planting small things, seeing it growing big, then having access to fresh food gave me the passion to go into agriculture. And today, to the glory of God, I've grown the farm to become so big. I own 50 hectares of land for myself that I use for my farm and give to other young people to practice farming. And so many things, to the glory of God. Today, and this year now will be 20 years that I've started the journey. And I'm so grateful
Wow.
for this opportunity.
That's wow. That's such an inspiring story. An ugu seed for a marriage gift. Wow, that's something new. That is something new.
Seriously.
Man, that's a wonderful story. One of the things that I get to experience on this show is, when I talk to someone like you, and I get to see what inspires what you do, and I'm always like, amazed, as in, wow, is this really happening? Things like this actually happens. You understand? So it's always a joy talking to you know you on people like you on the show, because it inspires me. It lets me know that, okay, it's not just my story, but there are other stories there as well. So let's get into the show itself. We're going to be talking about women empowerment. And what I want to do today is that I don't want to ask you question back and forth. I want you to, though I'm going to ask you questions definitely, but I want you to give us an idea of, what you mean by women empowerment, especially in the context of Nigeria, or streaming down to your community wherever you work and everything, because I'm very sure you are like known everywhere in Nigeria. You work with international bodies and all that. So I just want us to give us an idea. I want us to take us back to school, and the grassroots. How do you do it? What's the whole idea about?
Thank you very much. Like we used to say that when you empower a woman, you empower a nation. There's no doubt about it. When it comes to agriculture, or even looking at our population, women makes up half of the population. When we look at each family, women are the forefront of when it comes to managing, taking care, the welfare, how the family live and survive. And
Yes.
in family survival, you cannot take away food. Food, food. That is very huge. And especially in our nation today, Nigeria, it's not something that is easily accessible by average person. Food has
Yes.
become so expensive that many families today are not finding it easy to
Easy at all.
survive.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
when we talk of women empowerment, as far as agribusiness is concerned is something you must pay attention to. Like I always preach about, let us farm, let us farm. I had a project during the lockdown that I came up with online. I opened a Facebook group and started calling a lot of people, come and let me put you through on how to start farming. I'll teach you a lot of things, because I said farming is not only for money making.
Yeah.
When we talk of farming, it's not only for money making. Grow what you will eat. And when we are talking of growing what you will eat, we are talking to women. Women are the one that know this, we need this, we need that. So it is something we must pay attention to. Like I said, half of the population are women. And when it comes to the welfare of their children, women are concerned. I will use myself as an example. Looking at the farmers we had before, and we still have some of them actively involved, our fathers. These people are getting old and they are going away. Then apart from getting old and going away, when they have the money, they are making the money in family business or in whatever they are doing. Average old people, our fathers, what are they thinking of? The next thing they are thinking of is, well, go and marry extra wife, marry another wife. And what happens to the wife and the children at home before? They start suffering. But a woman is empowered on how to grow her own food, take care of her children. Let the man go and marry 10 wives. You have what it takes to take care of your children.
Yes.
You also have what it takes to also sell, and out of what you make from whatever you are doing, you can take care of your children. Let the man continue to marry 10 wives, 7 wives. Myself talking to you, my father had up to 6 wives before he died. So you know what it means. So as a woman, if you are not empowered, if you don't have that, you will not be able to do that. And today, talking of agribusiness, it has become so easy to do. I tell people, it's not until you own a big land today. It's not until you are living in the village today. Anywhere you are living today in the world, you can practice farming.
You can practice farming.
Either crop or livestock. I'm talking to you now from my office. He's at the heart of the town, and I have my rabbit farm inside my office. That if I don't tell people, come and see my rabbit farm, people don't believe it until when they get there. They're like, Mrs Oni, inside this office, you have rabbits again? I said, yes. So it's something you can do. All you just need to do is know the aspect you are going into. Or if you are not able to go into production, what of processing, what of value addition, what of marketing, what of haulaging, there are so many areas. That's what I always tell young people. Look, when we talk of agribusiness, we are not talking of come and put on dirty clothes, take hoe and cut. Versus farming. You can be tips that will help us to know more about our farming and how to go about our business. So it's not something we can joke with. And women, I tell you, some women think that farming is not for me. Why is farming not for you? When you eat, you must, and to be able to know what to deal with. Most we have in our society today, they are caused by what we put in our mouths. But you know what you are growing, what you are picking from, what you are doing, you'll be able to know that, yes, you can trace what you are eating, you can manage the health of your family, and you can be proud of yourself and say, yes, this is what I'm doing, and this is my contribution to my society. So women, we cannot joke with this. Like I said, today is very, very easy for women to come into agriculture. I can say it over and over again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was the best way to put it. And guys, we have Mrs. Helen on the show today, and she's someone that she knows what she's doing. She's done it all. Imagine when Tunde introduced you to me, he was talking about snail farming. So, and when I read your profile, because initially that's what I wanted us to talk about, snail farming, you understand? But when I read the profile you sent out to me, I was like, no way, I'm not talking about snail farming. This person has everything all. So I'm not going to just talk about one thing. You understand? So that's why I tried to change our topic for today. And one of the things that always bothered me, or that I've always thought about, is we talk about women empowerment. How do we integrate the modern woman into such program? Because we always look at the rural women, village women, and all that. But I always have the opinion that by the time we can, influence, the modern woman, the woman that comes out of school, wants to work in a bank, wants to work in an office and everything. You understand what I mean by the modern and the
Yes,
rural
yes,
women,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And it will be a different, it will be a better change in whatever we're doing. Or don't you think so?
Yes. I have so many clients and so many people I've worked with that are high profile women today in big cities, Lagos, Lekki, big women. And they are so happy. I tell them you can do it. In fact, there was a woman, I won't want to mention her name. She said, Mrs. Oni, you made. I said, yes, you can do it. Right there at the Lekki. He said, what do I need to do? I said, all we just need to do is to get you a sack. Inside your sack, you can grow anything. That's your house. That eyebrow area you are living. You can do this. You can grow your pepper. You can grow your okra. You can grow this. She was looking at me and said, how? I said, yes. And at a point, as she said she likes snail, I said, yes, we can do it. Without having anything to do with your structure, without breaking anything. And I work out the template. She felt so. I said, there's nothing you want to grow that you cannot grow where you are living. Just have the mind. So it's not until you go to the city. Agriculture has become so easy, like I said today. We have smart farming, we have hydroponics, we have so many things you can do right in your house today. So for people that are high hopes, everybody can do it. And I encourage you to do. When you do it, one, when such people go into farming, they appreciate the farmers in the village more. Are you getting me? They now understand, oh, okay, this is what you go through. So maybe you plant maize. So before I will harvest 2 cups of maize, it's going to take me like 3 months. So when people are pricing farmers so cheap, they now have the understanding, okay, so this is what they go through to produce this. They appreciate you more. And when you, yes, so they appreciate it and they know, oh, wow, this is fun. And they have better understanding of what farmers are going through. So the farming is not only for people. And I'm so happy today we have a lot of women that are coming into agribusiness and they are doing very well. So in fact, I have a lot of them. When I see their product, what they are doing, I'm always happy that, yes, you can do it. I have a friend who is a barista. She had worked, an elderly person, they had retired, and now she went into farming. You see her products everywhere today in Lagos, and she's doing very well. So it's not only for rural people, everybody can do it. And that gives a better platform even for young people to see, oh, if these people can do it, I also can do it.
Yes, that's the point I was trying to make as well. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Guys, like I said, we're talking to Mrs. Helen only. She's she's filled with resources on how to get into agriculture, especially in the area of youth and women development. And so if you can always drop a comment for her if you have any question, or even if after the show is done, because sometimes I know, because our show tends to be very long at times, you understand, a lot of people just go back and watch it later, they can't do the live. So so like I said, drop a comment for her, it will always get to her, and I'm very sure she would easily answer the question as well. So if you do like what we're doing, like I said, do give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and be part of the show. So let's talk about sponsorship. How do you go about sponsoring this project? Do you have like a foundation that you have that you work with, or your own personal one that you started?
Yes, I have my NGO. When I eventually, like I told my story, started from my backyard, growing it bit by bit, and started having land, hectares of land. And I came up with my work plan, what I want to do between so and so. And I looked at the money I needed. So I started looking for sponsorship or grants where I can access one that will be able to help me. So I put in for so many grants and I was able to get some. I remember during the Good Luck Jonathan. So when I won, I was one of those people that won the You Win grant. Then I won 8 million naira. So that gave me an opportunity to be able to get some of those things I have in my plan that I was not having enough to get it. So when after I did that and I look back at where I was coming from and where this grant has pushed me to, I came up with my own opportunity. I said, I know not everybody, so many of us, I think about 1,200 of us applied for that grant. Only 120,000 applied. Only 1,200 won it. So you see the number of people that were left behind. So I now thought of it, okay, in my own little way, how can I contribute to society? I registered my own NGO. I call it YouCan Entrepreneurship Development Initiative. And the major focus was for youth and women empowerment through agriculture. So what I do is that at the end of the year, I take certain percentage of my profits and I put it into that to train, especially training, because one thing I've realized that affects most people that go into farming and they are not able to sustain it is lack of knowledge.
Yes.
They just look at somebody doing it afar off. Oh, if Mrs Oni can plant cucumber and she's selling today and she's making money, I can plant it too. And they think, okay, let me go and buy seed. They buy seed, they clear the land, they plant. No. And give them like 3 months, they come back weeping and say, I've lost all my money, I've done this. So many people I receive call and I ask them, before going to it, what did you learn, especially in the area of marketing? Marketing. Some will not have problem, they will produce. After production, and they are now calling Mrs Oni, please, I have so number of watermelon I want to sell. And I ask you, before planting, what was your marketing plan? So I came up with that training. So I started training, especially in the area of marketing, that look, you have to establish and know whom you are selling to before planting at all. When is the market? When is the peak of the market? When can you sell and make more money? Who is going to buy from you? Who are the people buying? Where are they? Farming is a business. It's not just something you just do if you want to make money. So I came up with that, training young people and women on that one. And when I went into beekeeping and I saw the huge opportunity in beekeeping, so I started going about training women, farmers, and you that look, this one is an untapped gold that many people are not looking at. When we talk of farming, all we talk is cassava, yam, but beekeeping is huge, is gold, is wet, deep, untapped. So I started training a lot of, and today I have so many people that I have trained and they are doing very well. I have a woman who is an illiterate, completely in the bush. I met her, I trained her, and I positioned her. And today, this woman today makes millions of naira every month from selling honey. And this was a woman that she couldn't even write her name. But I put her through on how to market, the challenge she had. She doesn't know how to open an account. I brought her to a bank. I told the bank, this is the volume of product this woman can do. Open an account for her. I will stand for everything today now and teach her, because I realized in the process of dealing with her, the challenge she had was that she wasn't sent to school. This woman, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. So I just put her through. See, this one, this is your password. This is it. I gave her simple number she'll be able to access. Then I downloaded the app for her. And I'm telling you today, she millions every month that she's making from that opportunity. So that is what I do. And if I see other organizations I write to, they support, everything is not money. I can get support for people that are well to do to come and train. Like I just started a project now this January. I call it self-made entrepreneur. I look back at where I was coming from and I look at where I am today. 20 years of a journey, of agribusiness journey I didn't plan for. Just something to do, and look at what God has done. So I just came up with that and said, look, what we are going to do this year, I will be bringing people like me too, that started with nothing and they are somebody today that can inspire you, that look, you can be whatever you want to be if you are self-motivated. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Yes, it's such an person, and I'm very glad to be talking to you this morning or this night over there in Nigeria. So I'm so happy to be on the show with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I have a comment from someone, Adeboyega Bolua Tife Victoria. She says, "Thank you, ma'am." Marketing. So I guess she got the whole idea of, if you're starting up, make sure you find where your market is at. So I want to talk about some of your projects that I have read on your profile. Two of them actually. Smart Women Entrepreneurs, and also LetUsFarm. What are these projects about?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, man?
Okay, I'm hearing you now. What is it?
Okay. I wanted to touch on two of the projects that I read on your profile. Smart Women
Yes.
Entrepreneurs and Let
I know.
Us Farm.
Yes.
What are this
Us farm and
and the self-made
self-made entrepreneur.
self-made entrepreneur? Okay, so what, yeah, I know you've talked about the self-made, so how you went about it. Can you touch base on those other two, the Smart Women and the
For
Let Us Farm?
person, it can help in different area, because one thing, like I said, that marketing is huge. That is where most farmers have problem. I've come to say that, because I receive a lot of calls, chats, people chat even from outside Nigeria. I have watermelon I want to sell. How will I sell this? I have this one I sell. I said, look, one thing that helped me when people look at me that, this woman, you are in this Ekiti and you are doing so much. How are you able to do it? Before planting anything, I do my marketing. I sit down, I know who am I selling to. If I'm picking up any crop, when will this crop sell? When is the peak? Who am I going to sell to? How much are they buying? How much? I put all those things into production, then into consideration. Then I make sure I'm following my papers so that by the time I'm going to sell. But when you are produced and you are not coming back to say, please, who am I going to sell to? And these are perishable crops. You'll be forced to sell anyhow. Then two, when you understand your market very well, that helps you in your production. I tell people, if you are selling, for example, cucumber, you have 1 hectare of land. Don't plant the 1 hectare at a time. Plant it in bits. You already, so that you'll be able to serve that your off-taker for a long time. Divide the farm into 6 portions. Plant this one this week, leave a week. Plant another one, plant another one. So when you are selling this one is like a week to production. But when you plant everything at a go, what is the capacity of your off-taker? Can you off-take everything at a time? If no, you will run into problem. So that is very, very important. That's marketing, and that's why I look at, okay, let me come up with self-made, let me teach some of this. Then also in the area of social media marketing is very important. Most of my customers today are not in Ekiti, are not even in my environment. I don't even know them. We have never seen, but they buy from me in large quantity. How was I able to get those customers? So I want to teach young people today and women on how to go into social media marketing with their farm products. Your pineapple, your watermelon, your cucumber, you can sell to people in Lagos. Plantain, I sell my plantain to Abuja, to Lagos, to all that through social media marketing. I have to take time to learn this and bring this into my business, so it helps me to have bigger markets.
That's
Thank
good.
you very
And
much.
I thank you so much. And I believe these two programs, they are a group program where people can join in and things like that.
Yes,
So
it's a
how
good
do
program
we
and they are free.
and how,
Free.
okay, if someone like me wants to join up, how do I go about it? Or any of the viewers want to join up, how do you go about it?
For the group, is a Facebook group. I have the Facebook group, so they can join the Facebook group. So any of them see with my name, they can follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook, I always post it. So, and they can search for those names and join, so that they see what we are doing. The training is going to be free. Whatever training we have in the group is free. So, but anybody that have any personal issue you want to work with me one-on-one, we can always discuss that.
Okay, I actually have someone here. Ola Pade Olusegun Wale. I'm a member of LetUsFarm and Self-Made Entrepreneur group. It's interesting group. So for what it is, the help of Mrs. Helen. Oh, okay. So it's
Oh,
just appreciating,
okay,
you on
thank
the
you
show
very
for
much. I appreciate you,
so
Mr. Alafadi.
yeah, all right. I you know it's always amazing. I'm telling you, me starting up the show. I live in Canada, and I've been wanting to start up farm in Nigeria, and some of the reasons that brought about the show was that false information, false promises back home that they tend to tell you what they can do, and you end up, just money going down the drain. Things you're not really achieving what you because you are not home to actually be part of it to see what's going on and everything. So one of the reasons why I started the show was that what I knew there were people doing it and doing it the right way. But I wasn't able to meet these people. The kind of people I was meeting was, those that just want a quick, want to, quick grab money from you and all that, not really achieving what you want them to achieve. And, I've met some of the most wonderful people on the show. I've spoken to, people of integrity, people that know what they are doing. In fact, people that are amazing that I'm even high myself, despite living in Canada, I'm like, oh my God, is she doing that in Nigeria or is he doing that in Nigeria? You understand that I'm amazed by what they're doing and all that. So for people in the diaspora, how would you encourage them to get into agriculture in Nigeria? Nigeria is a different country entirely. I always say it's a whole different country. You can't compare Nigeria to any other country because things are done differently in Nigeria. What works in most country would not work in Nigeria. So how do you if for instance I come up to you, hello ma, Mrs. Oni, I want to start up a crop farming. How do I go about it? What are the informations you will give me, and how would you want me to go about it?
Okay, thank you very much on that question. It's an important question because we have so many people out there that are interested in going into agriculture, and some have made some attempts and very happy with the results because we have different people with different mindsets and with different
Things like that.
values. So what I will always advise, if you want to go, since you are not here, depending, because I like to be sincere with you. We have people that are sincere and we have some people that are dubious.
Oh yeah.
So that you don't put your money and you are being shown pictures, internet pictures, and by the time you get to Nigeria, you will be like, what's happening here? What you sent to me is quite different from what I'm seeing. What do I do? I will advise. It's possible. We have people that are sincere and that are real, and I will not just encourage. Just put your money. I don't encourage investment. People come to me this way. Now I want to invest into your farm. I will be getting ROI. I say no, I don't do that, because business is business of profit and loss.
Mm.
If you are not ready to experience loss in the business, you cannot run business. And you
Yeah.
put your money into my hand because you are looking for returns. You
Returns.
are
Yeah.
not looking for, you don't want to hear anything losses. And it is not possible to run a business throughout that you will not encounter one challenge or the other. It's
Yeah.
not possible. You will have it. And I don't want to come with stories. Number two, I don't want to give false hope. People will tell you, if you plant this now, you are going to have 300% ROI. Farming is not like that. We have to tell ourselves the sincere truth. It's not like that. And even if it's going to be like that, the time you have to be there. You have to grow it to get to a point that yes, you know that yes, the return you are having. But most investors are always looking for quick returns
Quick
on their
returns. Yeah.
investment. So what I would advise, if you want to do anything, which crop or which aspect of farming are you interested in going
Interested. Yeah.
into? We talk about that, we define that. Okay, then we can come up with the structure you want to do, and I will tell you, have somebody who is representing your interest, and you can beat your chest for that. Okay, if I'm not there, this person is there. That person is monitoring the farm for you every time, giving you the reports, apart from me giving you the reports. Are you getting me? I can,
Yeah.
but when you have your person that I'm working with, okay, this is the person I'm working with representing you. Yes, I'm okay with that one. It's as good as if you yourself you are here. And the person is on ground alongside. But to say just send your money, I will help you buy the land, I will plant the maize, I will do this, I will do that. Then after I will tell you story. I don't want that. I don't encourage that. Then I also advise, do what you know you can put your money into and you have returns. You can buy and store and you sell later. You can buy. For example, now one of the projects I have this year, I want to promote people buying palm oil. I was shocked yesterday, or a few weeks ago, a colleague of mine that we are doing a project together on oil palm, and the price now is 24,000 naira for a keg. 24,000 naira. How much was it in April? 9,000. So what if you have the money, you buy? Are you getting what I'm saying? You buy that one, you store it, and you are selling that one. You are sure that I'm buying and I'm selling. There is no how that when you buy, you will not make profits on what you are buying. That's an aspect. For example, look at maize now. Maize is going for 240,000 naira per ton, for God's sake. And this same maize has been sold for maybe around few months ago for like 150,000 naira per ton. So what if, are you getting what I'm saying? What if you
Yeah.
buy, then you store it and then you sell? Or like, okay, come and plant maize, this one processes and so many things. X-Men can come. What happened to me in 2019, 45 hectares of maize farm were destroyed in a weekend by herdsmen. What if it's your money? What if it was your farm that you have given me money and I planted? We were already harvesting. We're harvesting already, no production. No. We're done with production, fantastic production. We were harvesting only for them to come middle of the night with 2 AK-47 to attack my workers. They ate. If they had eaten and they have gone, fine. They ate. After eating, they set the rest of the farm on fire. So imagine how dry maize and the cobs and everything we burn. What if you have been the one that invested the money with me and I've managed it up to that 80%? We already have an off-taker.
Yeah.
So I always, but there's some of our people that, yes, you can still do that way. They have the mind, they have the heart, you can do that one. And another thing you can do that I always tell people, you can buy, for example, like beekeeping. Beekeeping now is a fantastic way. The modern something we are putting into it. You can buy the land in a tropical zone, put your hives, do everything. That one, you are not spending so much. You are not feeding the
Yeah.
bees. They are the one feeding themselves. Here
Feeding
in Africa, we
themselves.
don't
Yeah.
feed our bees. Is all you need is get the land in a tropical zone where we have the crops and everything, like a project I want to work on now in part of it. I just got the place. When I bought the place, everywhere filled with oranges, already fruiting. You can imagine that's a good place for beekeeping. So all I just need to do, number of hives we have made for you. Since we are doing the betting, so number of hives have colonized. The hive is ready for harvesting at so time. You harvest. This is the liter of honey. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
But just look at some this one and that one, and you put your money. I will not want to tell the stories after.
Thank you so much. So there you have it, guys. Wealth of information on the show today. Mrs. Helen Oni. I have some of our informations on screen at the bottom of the screen. Our Facebook group, Let Us Farm. So if you want to get on join that group, please you can go there or just simply type a name, Mrs I Oni, and our Facebook page is gonna come up because that's what I just did now. So she's like, everybody's like talking about her, asking questions and everything. So you can also get on that and join up as well. We have also sent you a request to join to be friends with you on your Facebook page and also join the group as well. So you know that's what that is. So guys, like I said, do check out Mrs Oni's page. She's got a wealth of information on our page, both the group and our personal pages as well, so you can get to know more about her. So your own personal farm, I believe, it's called what again, Blessed Farm, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and that's located in Ekiti State.
Ekiti. Yes.
Oh, okay. No, not that I know anywhere in Ekiti State anyway, but I know I've passed through it several times before. Um, so that's so I know now that you're into beekeeping. You have rabbits. You do crop as well, and it's how do you as a woman, how do you manage all these different you know aspect of farming or sectors of farming that you have? How do you go about it? Do you have them like in one place? I know, yeah, it's integrated farming and all that, but how do you manage it? Well, the reason why I'm asking this question is that I'm just trying to get that information for someone that wants to do the same thing that you're doing, and they would want to know how it's done, because you seem to be doing it successfully. So how do you go about it?
Well, is a question that in most cases or places I've been to, I will always have that question because people are like, how manage a woman doing all this and all that. One, I believe I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me.
Yes,
Two,
that's
I so much appreciate the support of my husband. That's the pillar for me because I started early in our marriage, and you agree with me that farming is demanding. I want to go to this. We live in Ado Ekiti. I will have to be going to my farm is at Ikole, so I have to go to Ikole every day. So it's very important. If you want to do something like that, have a discussion with your partner because you need him, especially if you are a woman. There are times that demand will be on you. You have to be on the farm as early as 6 o'clock at time, and you are leaving farm at maybe around 6. The following day again, you are going. His support is very, very important so that to be able to help you manage some areas and manage your emotion. At times you come back from the farm frustrated,
yeah.
and we
First,
women
yeah.
with emotions. You know how we can be so, especially somebody like me. If I'm working, you see the strength. But if there is a little thing I did that tamper with my emotion, I can become so like a jellyfish. But my husband at that time will come in for me and pick me up, give me the ginger, and I'll say, okay, yes, I move again. Then two, the people you are working with, those your worker, that's another thing you have to work on. You must come up with a plan that will help you. Is it people that will be working yearly or people that will be working daily with you? You must get all these things right. You must get it right so that you know the one that, okay, this one will be okay. Okay, will you have a manager? Will you have this one? Will you be which area are you going to occupy? Then the peak of your work, the production time. You must understand what exactly you want to do. Like, for example, like me, one of the crop I grow in large hectare is maize. So before, like now we have just entered into the new year. Once I'm planning for June, my own maize, I always have drawn my, no matter what is happening, even if rain should like to fall, start falling February, I won't plant. I wait start planting July. I've mapped out my strategy. All my land preparation, I would have done it in June. I've started plowing this one. July 1st like this, 2nd at worst, we start planting. So then depending on the number of hectares I'm planting, we'll be doing it. So I've planned myself. Whatever I want to do on my schedule around that July, I don't have any free time with anybody, and I don't joke with that. And I make sure that at that point I'm on the farm monitoring the product. I don't handle that one to any manager or anybody to do that one for me, to supervise it. Because if they tell you we planted 1 hectare, 2 hectares, will you go and open the land one by one to be checking how many grains of maize were dropped in the soil? No. If you ask them to do this, so those things you have to understand, plan yourself. Then, like I said, your market is my own market that makes me to say I will start planting in July. Are you getting? Because I already understand my market very well, and I understand that most farmers, most people, they would have planted around April, May. So we have those people that have yam, that have other crop, they would have intercrop maize with them. By the time their maize is coming out, there will be glut in the market. So me that planted in July, that time that I'm planting, by the time my own will be coming out, the number of farmers that will have maize on the farm will be very, very minimal. So, and I'll be able to sell in high price and say this is it. And I've tried it year in, year out, and it has worked for me. So I'll be able to sell. Okay, so that is for if I'm selling fresh maize. Then by the time we are talking of dry maize, by July, if we plant July, the whole of July, August, September. So by October, those who want to leave to dry, we leave it October, November. By November ending, we start harvesting. Before Christmas, we are done with harvesting and shelling. We are off the farm. So that's how I plan all my work. So once you understand your market, your everything, you'll be able to do that.
Wow, thank you so much.
Sorry, let me quickly chip in this in. Like for beekeeping, that one is, you don't need to do any, all you are mostly concerned is setting up your hives, set it up very well. Once you have the understanding, like I always tell my people that like 60% or 70% are done by the bees. You are not the one. Set up your hive. So that one doesn't have anything to do with my maize farm or other farm. Then for my rabbits, I have people that do that. And the rabbits now, why I like the rabbit farm is that the urine, the poo-poo, I can use it as organic manure for my farm or for my vegetable farm. Then the meat, I just love, why I love rabbits now is that the rate at which they produce is fantastic. And you can have access to full meat for yourself and your family. So throughout the Christmas time now, I decided I will not buy chicken. I may not buy chicken. Maybe instead before that, I will be buying like so many. This time around, just take my rabbits and we are good to go.
Wow, that's
Thank
so
you very
wonderful.
much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're one of those that I could just keep talking to you on and on, asking you questions and everything and all that. I just want to say thank you so much for being part of it, for the show today.
Appreciate this.
I hope I'm hoping we'll be able to come to your farm. Especially I want to come to your farm to come and see to Agric to see how things are actually being done myself, so that we can also talk more on how things just be part of your journey, because it's such a a wonderful journey that you want to be part of and everything. Adeboyega Boluwatife Victoria also says, can't appreciate you enough, ma. So I believe that's someone that knows you very well. So she's sending her appreciation to you. And, so do you have anything you want to say to that? Or,
Yes, I want to appreciate her. I love to see women coming into agriculture. I love to see we can do it. There's so many aspects that we can take over and cover. And when you put farming in the hands of a woman, you can be sure of good result, because farming is just like tendering a baby. That's all I always say. It's just like taking care of, like if I'm planting cucumber, I'm planting watermelon, I take care of them like my baby. And you know how women take care of baby. So the
oh, yeah.
success with women in agribusiness is always there with that our feminine nature. So I'll be glad to work with you. Adegbeyega, anything you want to ask me or no more?
All
Get to
right,
dive in.
there you go. So for everybody that sent in a comment, I want to say thank you so much for taking time out to be part of the show. And I know a lot of people are probably going to watch this later. I want to thank you ahead of time as well for being, watching our show and being part of our family. So to Adeboye Gaboluwatifet Victoria, to Olapade Olusegun Olawale, and to my mom, she's online as well, Margaret Ogundipe. Thank you so much. And to I hope I didn't butcher this name, Yojish Taga. Thank you so much. And you know, for being part of show, for sending us a comment on the show. So Ma, I want to ask you, no, I want you to, not a question. I want you to, give us your last words for first the youth, women, and also to farmers in general. So, like three different. That's why I said last words. It's not just going to be, So I want us to talk to just this people, this sects of people, so that give us some inspiration how to, your last words for us.
Well, let me start with the farmers. I want to salute all the farmers out there, especially farmers in Nigeria. I want to salute our courage, our commitment. It has not been easy. I can attest to it. So many of us are faced with so many challenges, but because of the passion we have for our people to feed our nation, feed our families, funds of God, multiple harvests and results will be our portion. Never give up. Then to our youth and women, especially our youths, please, of carrying CV around. I don't have job, and you are calling families, you are disturbing them. The best you can do for, and you have graduated longer there at the federal level, they are not there at the state level, they are not there at the local government level, but yet we keep reproducing at the federal, at the state, at the local government. So more mouths to feed. Why don't you consider farming? Give it your best. Any aspects. There are so many of takings. I know some of us are scared of when we talk of farming. What comes into our mind, young people, is that, oh, you want to send me to village, you want to make me to go and carry cutlasses and hoe. I said no, it's not like that. You can do so much today. So consider going into agribusiness. I saw a young lady, I came in contact with her last year. This lady studied in UK. She studied law, and she came back from UK to come and start rearing animals in Nigeria. And today she's processing rabbits, processing, smoking it and selling it. And now I think she should be the first person I've seen that got NAFDAC approval for roasted rabbits, roasted chicken, roasted that. And go and look at what she has done today. Somebody that studied in UK law. So what she has every opportunity to say, okay, I will stay back, I want to practice this, I want to practice that, but she chose to go into farming, and today she's doing amazingly well. You can also do that. And to our women, my women in the house, this is no longer the era of waiting for daddy for everything. This is no longer the era of eating anyhow. If you are not doing farming for selling, do it for yourself. Plant your, and today, like I said, it's very, very easy to farm. Just get your sack or your broken bucket, put the sand, especially dry season in Nigeria now. Go and check how much they are selling vegetables. Small vegetable na 100 naira. And for a family of 5, you will have to buy like 300 or 400 for a meal. You finish it in a meal. So tomorrow that meal you go and buy again. Why don't you get a sack, put this in, The water, the water you are getting from your kitchen, the waste, pour it inside the sack, use it to grow, and you'll be surprised what you'll be getting from it. Like today, I've done some at the back of my house, my rabbit farm. I put some of the manure, I planted something,
mm.
and fresh, we get fresh vegetable, fresh okra, fresh this from your farm. So you can do it. It's not until you have a big farm. If you are not selling, grow what you will eat, and you can grow what you will eat conveniently and comfortably. And you can also go into buying, of taking when it's cheap, store it, add value to it, and bring it to the market. And you'll be surprised the returns you'll be getting from this bit by bit. So instead of begging everybody for urgent 2K, that one will be off your neck and off your family. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir, for the
Thank you
opportunity.
so much. Well said, well put together. I'm very grateful to for you coming on the show, and you've given me more, like it's a new year, it's a new beginning, and you've added more inspiration to to things I want to do as well, that I want to achieve as well. So thank you so much for being part of the show, for joining us today. So guys, we've been talking to Mrs. Helen Oni, and she's a coach. She's an agribusiness consultant, entrepreneur. She's a farmer. She's she does it all, and she's an inspiration to to everybody, to women, to youth as well. And we I have at the bottom of the screen some of our foundation, one of our foundation actually, Let Us Farm. It's on Facebook. The Facebook group information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can go ahead on there and join up. And also, if you want to, contact her, just our handle is facebook.com/. I believe that should be. Let me get the right information. Yes, so I believe that should be /oni.i.ellen. Yeah, so you can get her on there as well. Contact her. She's ready, ready to pass on our wealth of information. She's been doing this a long time, so that means she's gone through through it all. So, and someone you guys would want to get in touch with. I want to say thank you to everybody that has joined up on the show. Also, we have a t-shirt we're working on. Do go on our Facebook page. If you guys really like it, I would get it into production so that we can have it sent to, because what we want to do is that anytime we have a guest on, we're going to let them have one, and we're also going to give it out to some of our viewers as well. So if you do like it, it's just a project that we've been trying to do. It's also to promote agriculture as well. So like on the t-shirt, you see where it says stop talking and start farming. So we're just trying to get people into farming, get people into agriculture. It's a way, it's life, because without food we can't do much. So we're trying to, you can help feed yourself, feed your family, feed the nation. So let's get together, let's see as many likes as we can get on that, so that we can get that into production, and we can have it for some of our viewers, and also for Mr. Odunto's book. I know we have some viewers that we're meant to share. It's about beekeeping. I don't know if Mrs. Oni knows. Have you heard about Mr.
Very well.
Odunto? Oh,
Very well. Very well.
he had this major program in Ogun State recently. So he has
Yes.
a book on. We promised some of our viewers about 4 or 5 of the books. That should get to you very soon. And I'm going to work out the modalities with Mr. Oduton, so that we can get that book out to those that we promised them to. So don't worry, it's still going to come your way. And also from the background of the of the show, you would see where it says how many chicken does it take to physical distance. So please, let's keep safe. You understand? Everything we do, we try to make it you know put a little bit of agriculture humor and everything into it. It's all about safety, really, and we just want you to keep things safe with all this stuff going on right now in the world. Be safe, and till we join you once again very soon, another week or a few days time. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of the show, and we'll be back again. Have a nice and lovely weekend ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much.